particular accident, I was riding an OEM test motorcycle across town. It was not quite a one-of-a-kind bike, but it was pretty rare at the time, just past prototype stage. And I was very happy to be on it and enjoying that experience quite a lot when I stopped for a pedestrian and crosswalk. And the gentleman, and I use the term loosely, who was behind me, according to witnesses at the scene, did not even slow down. My whole world exploded. I went up in the air, blacked out, came down on his hood, broke my back, banged up my knee, and at that point, I did something I've never done before in a motorcycle accident. I just lay there. I started going through some reviews and shopping and trying to find an attorney that could help me with those things. And I located an attorney who was not Max, and that firm, I never managed to actually speak with an attorney. A paralegal hustled over to my house, as in from West Seattle within a couple of hours, showed up with a list of questions. Then I heard nothing more from them, and they eventually said, you know, here's your circumstance, and what they were talking about recovering was literally not going to be enough to cover even a third of the emergency room bills. And eventually I fired them. I had to. And I finally remembered that a good friend of mine, David Preston, who's a well-known writer and marketer and just general all-around good guy in the motorcycle community in the Northwest, had recommended Max to me, and I had not recalled Max's name, and so I finally figured out where Dave was and gave him a call, and ended up with Max Meyers Law.
Great.
And I'm very pleased. Primarily, go see Max. He made the process very painless for me, which was happy because I was having enough pain of my own. The thing that I did not realize, and I think it had been mentioned to me at one point by Dave, who had learned it from Max, but I had not really taken steps. And the thing that I didn't realize is that you need to ramp up your underinsured motor coverage if you're on a bike on any regular basis on the street. And I had not done that. And if it hadn't been for Max's intervention in this case, I would have recovered no more than the original firm had talked about, and I would be currently struggling very, very hard to pay my medical debts. I was very pleased to make the connection with Max, in that he is very straightforward. He doesn't waste my time with polysyllabic bull flops. Overall, I'm quite pleased. I'm quite pleased. You need a decent attorney. If you get blown off your bike by an inattentive driver, the law is not really on your side. It should be, but it's not. For this area of the world, for the Pacific Northwest, I recommend Max. He's got motorcycle riding experience of his own. He's well known in the communities. and it just absolutely has stood by me. Did well for me, and as near as I can tell, he undercharged me. I wasn't really expecting that.